True to the Eyes is a two-part exhibition profiling the distinctive vision of Toronto-based collectors Howard and Carole Tanenbaum. From the outset, the Tanenbaums were drawn to the wide range of practices characteristic of the medium, acquiring not only art photography and documentary prints from the 19th and 20th centuries, but also studio portraiture, landscapes made for tourists, and fashion advertising, among many other genres. While their collection includes major works by significant Canadian, American, and European photographers, the Tanenbaums are equally enamored of anonymous vernacular imagery. Possessed by an omnivorous and evolving curiosity, they have pursued pictures exploring family life, childhood, beauty, wealth and poverty, women's lives, civil rights, nature and the land, tourism and travel, and Canadian life. In these galleries, True to the Eyes presents a selection of more than 150 photographs from the Tanenbaums collection, spanning more than a century. Anonymous vernacular images share the walls with key pieces by European and American masters such as Diane Arbus, Ernest J. Bellocq, Brassaï, Jim Goldberg, André Kertész, Lisette Model, Mary Ellen Mark, Irving Penn, and Alfred Stieglitz. The exhibition also highlights the couple's long-term support for Canadian photography, with a range of significant works from some of the country's most celebrated practitioners, including Edward Burtynsky, Douglas Clark, Lynn Cohen, Rafael Goldchain, and Volker Setting. The works included here reflect the Tanenbaums' commitment to photography that expresses their philosophical, pragmatic humanitarianism. Images that carefully delineate the lives of others, in particular environmental or situated portraiture, are heavily represented in their collection. Captured in the streets or on rural byways or in brothels, restaurants, and nightclubs, nonconformists of all types, from those on society's margins to free-spirited children, engage us from these photographs. They are united, paradoxically, by their individualism and diversity. A range of historical and contemporary works address political topics such as pollution, campaigns for civil rights, child labor, immigration, poverty, and the displacement of peoples. This gallery features more than 100 cased images, prints on paper, and photographic objects drawn from the Victorian-era heyday of the medium, the beginning of a new age of visual discovery. From its announced invention in 1839, photography's early period of growth was characterized by technical experimentation, rapid transformation in technology and materials, and widespread adoption and popularity in North America and throughout the world. A number of the 19th century images in the collection were created by unknown makers, though many originated from famous North American and European studios and photographers such as Southworth Hawes, William Notman, Antoine Claudet, Platt D. Babbitt, and Félix Bonfils. The Tanenbaums' holdings include a broad representation of studio portraiture, photography's dominant genre during the first decades of the medium. This exhibition showcases both characteristic and extraordinary examples of cased portraits on metal and glass, including unique daguerreotypes, tintypes, and ambrotypes. While cased images were immediately popular, the development of photography on paper significantly expanded the versatility and dissemination of images. More light-sensitive emulsions and innovations in chemical development allowed for shorter image exposures, enabling wider use of the camera outdoors. These developments in turn furthered photography's evolution of a landscape tradition with historical ties to painting on the one hand and to expedition, entrepreneurship, and the rise of landscape tourism on the other. Photography's popularity was spurred by other innovations represented here, including the expansion of stereoscopic photography and picturesque methods of display, such as decorated cases and frames and albums. Over time, these developments promoted the integration of photography into the everyday lives of millions. The photographs in these rooms, by turns lively, thought-provoking, and poignant, reveal Howard and Carole Tanenbaum's specific and intimate relationship to the medium. In their own words, "What our photographs bring to us is an ongoing joy and dialogue. These images are precious to us. They reflect who we are."